Jayla Rock, Women of Action Figure channel. We're here with another unboxing and review of this awesome action figure. Or is it awesome? Because this is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ultimate April O'Neil, and this is from the movie, and it's from Neca, but I got it from AliExpress. And I admit, I'm a little nervous because the last time I opened an April O'Neil from Neca that was not from Neca, from AliExpress, it was pretty bad. And you could go check out that video here as well. But thank you for checking out the channel either way. And if you're brand new, please try hitting that like and that subscribe. And if you're old school, seen my videos, hey, welcome back. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open this up in just a second and see if this is good for my collection, and better yet, is it good for yours? Be right back. Let's check them out. All right, so as I said, this is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's from the movie, The Ultimate April O'Neil. Give you a quick look at the box. Pretty cool box, but as I said, this came from AliExpress. And with AliExpress, sometimes you have knockoffs, sometimes you got seconds, you got figures that have issues. It's really been, I have to say, for the most part, it's been good. The only thing I always tell people is that if you're a box collector, this is not the place for you, because a lot of times the box is not going to come good. This one actually came pretty nice, but so did the other April O'Neil, but the figure actually wasn't. And just like the other one, this one looks nice. Like, so far, so good. But again, so did the other one. So you see how it looks, the accessories. I really wanted this just because it was, you know, a different take on April O'Neil. And I do like collecting her, especially for the Women of Action figure collection. But you know what? Let's stop being nervous. Let's just open this up. I just really hope, because last time, as soon as I started bending like the joints and stuff, that was when everything started to go haywire. Like, everything looked good until you started playing around with the articulation. And then that's where everything went wrong. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. So we're gonna pull these accessories out, and like I said, I really liked how the accessories look. And even though the other one, the joints and all that was not good, the accessories actually were fine. So that was interesting enough. So we're gonna just take these out first. And I think, if I remember correctly, this was, oh no, this one is the plastic, which makes it, wait, is it? No, it's not. I didn't think so. I thought it was the little thing here, which I like a lot better. I've forgotten the side, but don't worry, we're gonna go through all of that as well. And let's just do a little quick snip down here. And then, can I get these snips here? That's one. Oh wow, that one, it almost felt like I got it, but I mean, I know I could. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we got that out of the plastic prison. So as I said, before we actually look at the figure, we're going to go through and look at the accessories. So we look at the bag. I really like the way the bag looks. Like, I mean, if you took like a really close-up picture of like this, I would think it was a real bag. And I have to say, that's pretty cool. Like, the material even, like, it feels like a fabric. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but this feels like some kind of fabric. It doesn't feel like plastic. Even the straps are nice. You know, it holds its shape, but you can, you know, bend it down. Like, it even has like the zipper here and all that. Both sides. I mean, like, you can see, looks like some of it is peeling on here on the side. So I mean, this could be part of the quality issue that you run into when you're buying something like this. But I mean, I have to say, so far that looks fine. And then we have the sai. Nice weapon. I mean, I like the fact that it's pretty decent plastic, even though you can see it can bend. But, you know, sometimes you get that really wobbly plastic where it's already bent and stuff, but you can see here it's not like that, and that actually looks good. Like the handle, the wrapped handle and all that looks pretty sweet. And then we have the microphone. I like the channel 3. I like how you even have the call letters and all that. I think it looks pretty cool. I mean, even like the design of the at the top of the microphone is nice. And then you have like the long cable, so I mean that helps with like when you're doing poses and stuff. It looks like there's a cable, and I think there's even like this one doesn't have a camera, but I think with the other camera you can even, I think you can put something like this near the camera and make it look like the mic is coming from the camera. So I have to say that's cool. And then you have these, which is cool. I love that. Josh Frozen Pizza, not Josh's, just Josh Frozen Pizza. And then looks like, I guess these are more pizzas. I admit it's been a long time since that movie, so I don't really remember, but I do like stuff like this. I actually have a very tiny small collection of those like little foods, micro foods or whatever they call it. Now I have to say the additional head looks nice, at least just on first glance. I like the way the hair looks, you know, the waves and all that. That's nice. Obviously with the way the hair is and everything, it's probably going to have a little effect with turning the head, but I have to say it's good. Like one of the things that you often see, especially with knockoffs or seconds or whatever, is the eyes usually would be jacked up, but here like everything on the face, at least as far as I can see, looks good. If you see something I don't, let me know, because hey, I'm getting old. I knew I was old when I started looking underneath my glasses. Sorry people out there, once you start doing that, then you're old. And then the doctor's like, hey, do you want to get like the bifocal line? And I'm like, no. It's like I'm not going that route. So it also comes with a stand, pretty basic here. And then it has the different hands. Oh, I like that this has the ring on the thumb. That's cool. So you have those two. Then you have like another fist, and then you see the ring still on the fist one, and then you have like the pointed one. I have to say, like, that's pretty nice on the finger too. Like you have, like the lines that you would see on a regular finger and all that. That's pretty cool. All right, so as I said, so far so good, but now we get into the real deal, because we want to see how it looks, and then more importantly what happens when we start to bend and articulate. So I mean, already, like I said, when you open up the box it looked good, and so looking at it here again, the face and everything looks good. The eyes even look well. That's what really surprises me, because a lot of the times it was the eyes that was the first thing where I was like, wow, what happened to the eyes? Like sometimes the eye would be off to the side, or just it look uneven, or the wrong color, or just not good. But the face sculpt is really nice, and that's really cool. And like I said, the hair and everything is nice. Second, like the outfit, like it good. Like it at least it feels like good. And I think that between the texture and then how it's made, it just fits nicely. Like even the brooch, I think that is a brooch, right? On the, I admit my terminology with some of the jewelry is bad because I'm not a jewelry person. Or would this be considered brooch or just a pin? Let me see, get a little closer on that. But like even that's not bad. I mean, obviously you can see a little paint there and all that, but like on the neck, that's cool. And then you can see the buttons. You can see a little bleed as far as the paint and everything. Let me see on the inside, because that's always a good thing, is to like on things that are normally not visual, or that you don't see right away, how does it look? So that inside's not bad on either side, so that's cool. I also like how the sleeves are done, kind of like rolled up sleeves. And then not only is it rolled up here, but even just taking the extra step to have this curled, because I mean usually if you roll up your sleeves and you pull up like that, it's going to be curled. It's not going to be like straight. So I appreciate having those touches. The watch here, I mean, again, when you're looking at smaller details, especially when you're dealing with a figure, something you bought, like on AliExpress, you want to see, okay, what happens when you get small? Like a lot of times places I've seen have issues with any type of flesh. It looks weird. But this, I have to say, at least so far, it looks good. Now, of course, we're going to do articulation soon, and that's going to be the big thing to see what happens. and I'll explain what happened with the other one. So just looking at the back, I mean, I like the little design here. I like even here that you have like the belt, you have like the seam of the skirt. I mean, all of that looks nice. It doesn't look like, you know, there's anything just bad with it, like in the way it's designed. And then I assume these are like pantyhose. You know, not bad. You know, I'm looking here just to see if there's anything that looks off. I mean, obviously, doesn't matter even on the real thing. Like I don't have like the legit version, so I can't say for sure. But I've had like Marvel Legends, Black Series, different things now. Even though I'm still new to this relatively, you know, I've gotten used to just seeing like how you can have little mistakes or whatever, no matter what. I mean, I don't have any really expensive thing like Hot Toys or anything like that, so I can't speak to that. But like any of your figures up to around 20-30 bucks, you can still find that kind of thing. So let's start now with articulation, because this is where things went wrong last time. So it's like, so we're moving the leg. So far so good. So what was happening last time is whenever I would move a joint, you would start to see the flaking. So here I haven't seen that yet. So to me that's good. Because before, like if you watch the video, as soon as I started moving this, you just start to see flaking and pieces falling off. And that was like, uh-oh, because I had not seen something quite like that before. So the fact that you're able to move this, it looks like it's just, oh no, you got to pivot too. So it's like, you can pivot a little bit on it and then up and down. But that's good. So far so good on that. See the other one, same thing. So I'm looking here at that joint. Yeah, so I mean, again, going back and forth, I'm trying to feel, basically, does it feel loose? It doesn't. It's good. It's not too stiff, but it feels good enough. It doesn't feel like it's gonna break. No flaking, no falling off. So to me, that's a good sign. So as I said, right there, it already passes that test. So the next test was the knees. All right, so right away already better, at least, because before, so here, I'll have to review. I don't know if that moved. Let me see. No, doesn't look so. So I mean, like, now I don't know if that counts. Like maybe, see, but it was way worse than that. So I mean, this could just be one of those things where, you know, the way it's sculpted, you have a little bit in there. But I mean, I couldn't even bend it to the point like it did feel like it was breaking off. So I mean, like here, like especially the way they do the knees, like that doesn't look bad at all. As I said, it feels strong. It doesn't feel like it's going to break. It doesn't feel too loose, but it's not hard to articulate. So it's not double jointed, but so it looks like, and it doesn't look like actually there's flaking on this side. So it looks like maybe that only a little bit here, and you can even see a little discoloration, and then up here as well. But it doesn't look like it's the full thing. It does feel like you do have ever so slight tilt around the hip, but obviously you're going to have less articulation just because of the skirt. But you can see there that, you know, you have the movement there, but obviously because of what she's wearing and that it's a hard skirt, you're not going to get that full range with it. But yeah, so I mean, already this is definitely a lot better than the other April O'Neil. Just want to see how, looks like it's just white. I was going to see if they actually put something on there, but no, it looks like it's just white colored there. All right, so then another thing that we ran into was the hands. So we know that goes up and down. So let me try to get a better angle. So like something like that, like I was trying to see. So I mean, again, it's a little something there, but it doesn't necessarily look like that's occurring because of the bend. Same thing on the top. Yeah, like with the other one, it was like flaking and everything already. So the fact that you can rotate, just looking at the little mark on the inside of the hand. You know, the fact that you can rotate that, again, still better than everything. I guess here with the arm, you're probably not going to see as much just because of the way it's done. But I think also because it is like more paint, you could potentially have something there. But, I mean, again, that doesn't feel bad. I mean, so it looks like maybe a drop of flaking around there, maybe. But still feels good. Like when you move it, you can actually feel as it moves, but it doesn't feel like it's, again, not too loose. It feels like, but it's not feel like you have to like yank it to turn. And then it looks like the arm, again, trying to get under here. So not as much range up here. You can see like you can move it around there. But again, I'm just trying to see if anything. So it's like you have a little bit underneath, but again, it's nothing like the other April O'Neil. So you got the full rotation, and this is about as far as out as you can go. Same thing with the other side. So, all right, so far so good. And then looks like the waist, pretty far waist turn. No ab crunch though. So it just looks like just a waist turn. So yeah, overall, I just have to say that, yeah, this is much better than the other April O'Neil that I got. And it's possible, and you gotta remember, even in a situation where you're either talking about a knockoff or seconds or whatever you're getting from AliExpress, you could still get a bad knockoff, you know? So it doesn't mean that all of them are going to be this terrible, like the other April O'Neil. So let's just quickly though, let's just do the hand test, removing it. All right, so that was simple. So you see how that is? That was simple. So let's put on like the fist here. Okay, that seems simple. So it does seem this one could be hands a little sensitive as far as turning it. You see like how kind of looks like it could get a crack down there. I mean, again, nothing like before. You still have your range of movement and everything. So see like a little piece of I guess the plastic in there. But you know, the fact that it stays, that's fine. And then the last piece would be the head. So I mean, that was super easy to remove the head. So you can see underneath how that is. And then the peg. And then here's the other head. And then I always have an issue with a head. That's just me. I mean, that doesn't matter. No, okay. I mean, it's possible that I still, because sometimes I don't push correctly. That's something that I am actually working on swapping heads and stuff. And as I have more figures that do that, I'm doing it. But I mean, so far, I think I did it right. Because usually when I would turn the head like this, if I didn't at least have it halfway decent, it would have came off by now. So the fact that it's still on, it's good. All right, so we were able to swap the head and we were able to swap the hand. All right, so basically now I'm gonna put on the stand with some of the accessories for final thoughts. And here we are with her on the stand. I did kind of play around with the knees more just because I wanted to see how it would look in this pose. So I definitely, I mean, you can see I kind of have it kind of weird. I also want to see like how the stand would work, because the pegs are on towards the front of the feet and there's one on each side. It fit really perfectly with no issue, so that's definitely not a problem. As I said, I think it presents really well, and that was one of the things that I was most concerned of. I mean, even if the articulation was a little bit loose, as long as it held when it stood, or I could put in different poses for pictures, I was fine. I'm not thinking about the articulation as far as like, you know, play, because it's like I'm not gonna be doing too much play. But let me get like super in so you can see as it spins. So, you know, as I said, this one's 1,000 times better just because it didn't have as much flaking as the other one. It looks like maybe the hands could be a thing, but I can't really say 100% sure with that. I think that the head sculpt especially is probably like one of the biggest winners, just because like it just it just looks really good. My camera's like having a problem with just why it turns. That's weird. But yeah, the accessories look great. So it looked great on the other one as well. Swapping out, everything was good. So I have to say, overall, I'm really happy with this. So I paid $20 for this one on AliExpress. I think right now it's $23.97. That price can fluctuate, but keep in mind a couple of quick things. So there's usually always some type of little coupon. It can be anywhere from $1 to $3. Second, I personally go for choice. So when you log on to AliExpress and you're looking for something, I select choice because that one, it's usually higher end people. It's usually faster shipping. It's also free shipping over 10 bucks. It has free price adjustment, free returns. It just seems better security. You may not get all the stuff that AliExpress has to offer, but for me, I like it because like the April O'Neil, I was still able to get my money back on that one. So that's just an example that, you know, just don't think just because it comes from China, just because it might be a knockoff or whatever, that means that if something goes wrong, you're screwed. So for me, I have no problem taking a chance, at least if the figure itself looks good, especially like on the shelf or something like that. And this one definitely does. So I would definitely recommend this as a buy if you want, because I mean, obviously the real thing is going to cost a lot more than that. I just think it presents really well, and especially for what you get all together. So a lot of times, if you haven't even been on AliExpress before, you could probably get like $3, $4, even $5 off. So this could easily go, you know, down to, you know, 16 bucks, and that's with free shipping. So that's all together. So I will put the link in the description so that you can find out where to get this. But as I said, overall, I am so happy because after that first April O'Neil, I was a little bit worried, but AliExpress at least came through for what I expect, for what I paid for, and I'm happy to say that this is a good addition to my collection, and I will say that I believe it would be a good addition to yours. Thanks so much for watching, and we really need your help to grow this channel. We want to spread these awesome women of action figures all around YouTube, and you know how the algorithm is. So you gotta do the things that everybody asks for, but we really need it. And we need to have those subs, we need to have those likes, and hit that notification button, because that's the only thing that lets YouTube know that this content is worth it. But I do either way appreciate you for watching, and also those comments are good too. And what I want to ask is that if you know of a woman action figure, a female action figure that I should be looking at, whether I can find it cheap or otherwise, cheaper the better, because I'm still the % off collector. Let me know in the comments, and I will try my best to add that to the collection and add another video. But until next time, thanks a lot.